Terrell Thomas, These Urban Times, and we're live right now at the Pace Academy, and I'm joined by Orlando Magic star Mr. Wendell Carter Jr. Now, you're doing something really, really dope right here, right now. Finals are in effect and whatnot, but you're giving back to a school in which you've done many great things. Talk to me about this first annual camp that you're having right now.
I launched my foundation when I first got into the league. I saw this as a perfect opportunity, to give back to, not only the place that I went to school, but the kids that surrounded that area, I made it my duty to, when I got to a certain point in my career, that I was going to start my first basketball camp, and it wasn't just going to be basketball, So that's kind of how I viewed, that's what my vision was. I give a lot of thanks to all the people who worked for my foundation, kind of brought that vision to life for me. And this is the first of many. It's the first one. It's going to get better and better each time. So it was definitely a lot of fun just to get the ball rolling.
I can't let you just kind of poo-poo on how you say that it's more than just basketball, and you're giving more than just basketball. You've actually had professors and people come out from the financial realm and give advice to these young men. Why do you feel like that was so essential?
Because the biggest thing for my foundation is I want to teach kids how to be a pro, and that doesn't necessarily mean being on the court, being on a football field, but just being a pro in life. And I feel like what kind of kickstarts that for any young person is the education side, because quite frankly, not everybody wants to go to school, not everybody wants to do those things, but life is about doing things you don't want to do to get to where you want to be. So that's kind of how I envision this camp, this whole foundation is teaching kids how to be a pro. And I felt like financial literacy is something that I feel like everybody needs, no matter where you at in life, and African American studies, just so they know what has happened before us, So, I feel like, eventually down the road, we're going to have more and more classes, of all realms, all different subjects and stuff. But I feel like those really hit home with me. So I've started off with those two for sure.
Now, I've been covering the NBA for about 6 or 7 years now, and in my personal opinion, you're one of the best young up-and-coming players in the league, and I personally believe that the best is definitely yet to come for you.
Absolutely.
You're on a very young team with the Orlando Magic.
Yep.
A lot of great young talent there. Talk to me about this season that you're just coming off of, and also talk to me about playing under Coach Mosley.
This last season was kind of unique. We had a lot of guys came off of an injury. Markelle Fultz, to be exact. I didn't get to play that many games with him, but I feel like me and him together are going to be a really good duo. The list goes on to how young and how much potential we have as a team. R.J. Hampton, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, Mo Bamba, Bobo. The list goes on. I feel like with everybody starting to understand their role on this team, I think we can really be special. And then with Coach Mosley, he's everything I've asked for in a coach. He's a player's coach. He caters to what we want, but at the same time, he understands that we're young, and he wants to install that discipline that we need, to be the good NBA team. So he understands he's been a part of a winning team, so he's going to be able to help us out a lot.
Terrell Thomas, once again, I'm joined right now by Orlando Magic star Mr. Wendell Carter Jr. Things should get really interesting for your Magic, because you guys have the #1 overall pick in this upcoming 2022 NBA draft. So you just named a laundry load of up-and-coming. You guys have a great amount of talent on that team, and you'll add somebody else. Talk to me. I know you don't know who it will be, and it's just so many guys that it could possibly be, but just the impact that having a #1 overall type player will have on you guys' roster.
First off, it'll bring a lot of attention to Orlando, and it'll kind of be our job as players to kind of do what we're supposed to do with that attention. Having the #1 pick, we're going to play on TV more. We're going to have more eyes on us just to see that #1 pick. So, I'm excited, just to get them there, wherever it is. And I feel like, it's a top 3 right now, and I feel like they can't really go wrong with either 3, in my opinion. So either 3 they get, I feel like we're going to be able to hit the ground running for sure.
I agree. We're here at DJ Waffles. He got it rocking up here, music going. But I want to know, man, when you're training, when you're working out, whether you're home or in the gym, what are you listening to? What's in your pregame or practice workout playlist?
I'm all Atlanta. So new school and old school. I go Outkast, I go Lil Baby, I go T.I. Who else I got? I got Future. Of course, Future. Future got to be in there. Who else I'm thinking of? Gucci Mane. I got any anybody from Atlanta is all in my playlist.
Okay, I love that. I love that. Two more things, and I'm gonna let you get back to the crowd. Again, I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Who do you enjoy playing against the most in the league currently? Who, whether it be a big man, a guard, who do you feel like brings out the best in you, or you just enjoy going up against this player?
You know, the two guys that won, that was in the MVP race this year, Joel and Nikola Jokic.
Okay.
You know, they're both phenomenal players, and that gives me a chance to kind of see where I am as a player every time I go against them. So it's always fun, you know, going against those two guys. You know, very skilled big men, and you know, that's where I want to see myself in next year.
I can't let you go and not ask you about the NBA Finals right now. Boston came and played really big in Game 1 and surprised a lot of folks still in Game 1. A big man like yourself and Al Horford. Y'all game kind of similar, but he was out there doing great things. What are your thoughts on the finals? And without getting you into too much trouble, man, give me your opinion. Give me your prediction, rather.
My prediction, with Boston winning that first game, that definitely shifts my perspective on the finals. Honestly, I'll say whoever wins Game 3 wins the whole thing.
Okay.
And I feel like after Game 2, I feel like Golden State takes Game 2, just a bounce back game. And I think whoever wins Game 3 wins the whole thing.
Now, I lied to you, man. I do have one more question. What are you working on this offseason? Like, what can we expect to see from you? What do you want to improve on? I believe that it will be a big breakout season for you, not only for yourself, but for your team next year. So what can we expect to see from you in the 2022-23 season?
Man, a little bit of everything. I'll shoot the ball better. I've done it. I shot the ball a lot better when I got to Orlando. But I want to shoot it even better. I want to be a better ball handler, better on defense, so I'm able to guard all positions, and just being in more shape and being confident. You know, that's really the two main things I could probably say I'm really working on this year. So that's kind of what y'all going to see from me this year for sure.
Man, we'll be cheering you on and looking forward to it. Once again, Terrell Thomas here right now with the one and only Mr. Wendell Carter Jr. We appreciate your time, appreciate the great things that you're doing and giving back to the community. Hopefully we see you on that most improved list next season.
Absolutely. Appreciate that.